Hello and welcome back to another installment of HRP's knot tying series. Today we will be covering the Taut-Line Hitch, which is a lesser known knot, but it can be really useful in a lot of situations. So the Taut-Line Hitch is a knot that is used to make your rope taut, hence the name. It can be used for a variety of uses. It's often used to tie down a tarp. So before the days of easy ups, when people needed a tarp to stay dry when they were camping, they would use a Taut-Line hitch to make sure that the ropes that secure the corners of the tarp are adequately tight. You can also use the Taut-Line hitch for securing a load. However, I would recommend against using it for that purpose unless you're expecting minimal forces on it, because the trucker's hitch that we covered in a previous video is much better at securing a load. Another use of the Taut-Line hitch, and probably the most common one for me, is just using it as a clothesline to make a nice tight clothesline between two trees. If I get rained on in the field and then the sun comes out, I'm gonna take advantage of that sunshine and try to dry out some of the clothes that I got wet. Here's the Taut-Line hitch. Okay, so to secure the Taut-Line hitch on one end, you can use either a 2/2 hitch or the classic bowline, because it's nice and easy to untie. Well, the Taut-Line hitch is pretty easy. You take that one end of your rope and you secure it to a tie-down point on your tarp, or maybe perhaps to another tree for making a clothesline. You come to your second point, you wrap the rope around, and then now we're just going to be tying a few half hitches. So you start by making one loop around the rope, and then you make a second trip around. And then you go above those half hitches up here to the standing part of the line and tie one more. Once you've pulled that tight, you can then slide that Taut-Line hitch forward to add some tension to your rope. Particularly with synthetic rope, it can be a little slick, so you'll really want to pull that tight to make sure that it can pinch down nicely. But as you can see, it holds itself tight here on the line, and you've got yourself a good clothesline. Thanks again for joining us in another installment of our knot tying series. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.